Section number 11, bypass diode and hotspot heating. Lecture number 2, bypass diodes. Learning objectives of lecture number 2. Learner should able to understand function of bypass diode in the PV cell or the PV panel. Learner should able to understand benefits of using bypass diodes. Bypass diode, the destructive effect of hotspot heating may be circumvented through the use of bypass diode. A bypass diode is connected in the parallel but with opposite polarity to a solar cell as shown in the figure. Once we see this much figure, here 1, 2, 3, 4 the solar cells. These are in the working condition, or we can say it is an unshaded solar cell. We are connecting the bypass diode here also, and we are connecting the bypass diode here also. But in the next solar cell set, out of the one solar cell is shaded by a permanent shadow, because of which a low current is generating over here. In this case, this bypass diode is basically in the reverse bias. Whenever a solar cell is carrying the current inside the circuit, this solar cell comes into the forward bias, and therefore the bypass diode which we are connecting, this bypass diode is in the reverse bias condition. But in the one case is in the next case it is happening here, a low current is generating by the shaded cell, or the no current is generating at a shaded cell. So because of that, the next 3 cells, solar cells, are generating the current. If this current is passing through these shaded cells, then the case is might happen that the hotspot heating will going to generate, or the short circuit will going to get generated. So in this case, this bypass diode comes into the forward bias condition. So overall current it is coming from this cell or gets bypassed by this next type of solar cells. Basically, when one of the solar cell in the circuit, if it is not working, then the bypass diode which are connecting to the circuit, it comes into the forward bias. So whatever amount of current is generating by these cells, it is going through this much and it is bypassing the solar cells, and it is going from the bypass diode and it is further given to the next condition or the next point. So basically the function of bypass diode is to bypass the solar cell which is shaded condition, or which is the bypass the solar cell which is generating the low current conditions. Under normal operation, each solar cell will be forward bias, and therefore the bypass diode will be reverse bias and will effectively be an open circuit. However, if a solar cell is reverse bias due to the mismatch in the short circuit current between the several series connected cells, then the bypass diode conducts, thereby allowing the current from the good cell, solar cell, to flow in the external circuit rather than forward biasing each good cell. The maximum reverse bias across the poor cell is reduced to about a single diode drop, thus limiting the current and preventing hotspot heating. Here is the animation has been shown. When there is a match current at a short circuit, the current is flowing through this diode. In this case, these 2 bypass diodes are in the reverse bias condition. In the next case, if a shading is happening over this cell, so it is bypassing the current from this and it is going to complete the circuit. This is the reverse bias and this is the forward bias diode condition here. In the third case, when there is an open circuit, so that time on the both are the unshaded solar cell, then the circuit is going to complete in the itself solar cell only, and these are 2 in the reverse bias condition. And in the last case, if a one solar cell in the shaded condition, that time in the open circuit voltages, so it is going through the solar cells only. Only the thing is that when there is a short circuit is going to be happen, that time the diode, it comes into the reverse bias condition. Diode comes into the reverse bias to the forward bias condition, and because of which we can avoid the hotspot heating.